Johnny Somali, an internet troll or a live streamer or whatever you want to call him, he's not really having the best day so far, it seems. Well, to be quite honest, it was coming to him eventually, because let's be honest here, the way he's been acting is not the greatest, and yeah, it was really just it was eventually gonna hit him, and it seems that his court has not been going very well because of the things he's done. So, reportedly, um, so there are some streamer or YouTubers that decided to go all the way to the trial and basically essentially spill the tea on what happened. Let's be honest, I when I heard about all the stuff that Johnny Smalley has done in that courtroom is crazy. The good news is that yes, he pleaded to guilty to 3 charges, which is a good thing. Really, that is honestly great that he did that, because now he's going to be definitely put into jail, and I believe it was between 5 to 10 years. That those are the ranges I'm hearing, but he hasn't gone through another charge yet, which he got slapped the day of during the court, which he didn't even know that it apparently existed. So he has to set another court date just to go to the trial, just for him to plead guilty again for a fourth charge, which is great because that means it could potentially be like longer. His sentence might be longer or something. And yeah, the reason why this is happening, I mean, he's been just doing all the, he's been obstructing, if he's been being a menace, he's been just doing things that you wouldn't really be normally doing in a public setting. I mean, doing a lap dance on the Statue of Peace is some insane work. Like something wrong has to be in that mind. And maybe he I think he was bragging about saying that he has a like a mental disability. That's why he did it. But it's like if you admit it on camera and you have and they have evidence that you are straight up just gonna lie about that is crazy work. He must have some screws missing in that noggin of his. Like it's just I don't understand what he thinks and why he believes that he can get away from this, especially when certain Asian countries they just don't play. They don't play. Like Japan let him get scot free because I think like sure he did stuff that was bad, but it wasn't bad to the point where it's like he completely like I don't know. I honestly don't even know why Japan let him off free either because I think he just got slapped with a fine like pretty easy. I think they just wanted to kick him out basically, but I'm glad that Korea is actually doing something about this guy because this guy needs to be like stopped. He needs to like straight up go to prison and serve his time. And it's a good thing that this is happening. And so yeah, so when he showed up to the court case, so I mean, we're going to be talking about the court case itself, which he showed up late, which I, I don't even know what the thought process on that was. Why like I mean, okay, I don't even know the thought process of that's going on in that guy's mind, but he showed up late. He shows up in a suit that doesn't fit him. He shows up and he has a hat on him. He repeatedly decides to disobey the court rules or the court orders, and like he expects to get off easily. Like, what do you mean, like getting off easily? You're definitely not, because if you piss off the judge will probably like I don't know how court works like 100%, but I do know that if you piss off the judge was probably going to do something to you that he's probably going to be more biased against you. And like no one like what is this guy thinking? He's just trying to piss off more people. And I heard that apparently as the charges started getting like handed to him, and he was starting to realize like the realization that he's not going to get away scot free. He starts to actually like kind of not smile and laugh anymore. He starts getting like post nut clarity, essentially, that damn, I really fucked up. Good, because you honestly don't deserve to be out in the public. You as an individual do not deserve any spotlight at all. Like I don't get how if he has any fans, I don't get how they actually can like should watch him, because he's just the type of dude that just doesn't I just don't know. I just don't understand. Like why would you watch his content out of like all the other people's content? Like he all he does is just become a disruption to other people's lives. Like, how do you find that an enjoyable type of content? I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe that's just something's wrong with me, but I just don't get it. And while the sentencing might seem light, because I think it was like 5 to 10 years. I mean, I've said that multiple times, but 5 to 10 years. He's the type of guy who definitely wants clout. So like, I want to say that this is probably actually a harsh punishment for him, and that he probably doesn't really like this because he's chasing clout essentially, and he's doing it by being a menace. Because of that, he has to be connected to the internet. But because he is going to be going to prison for like those years, he's essentially not going to really have access to the internet. And we all know that anything that on the internet can easily go away pretty damn quickly. Let's be honest here. I mean, one day on the internet can literally be like a whole week that you missed because of all the amount of content, the amount of stuff that's just being pushed out every single day by everyone. And imagine 5 years of that. That's literally like a whole like century or like that's like decades or centuries. Like it might not seem like a big deal, but this guy is the type of guy who definitely wants clout, and he doesn't care if it's good clout or bad clout or bad attention, good attention. And I'm a believer that technically there is a big distinction between good attention and bad attention, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, this is the type of guy who just wants to be seen and noticed, it seems, because there's no way, I do not believe for a second he is making money from this, because he got banned from multiple platforms, and he had to go all the way to Rumble just to be able to live stream it. And I really doubt that the people that are watching him are actually donating. They're just literally clowning on him, probably, most likely. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyways, that's kind of like the end of, I guess, Johnny Somali. We might not really see him after, I believe, let me check the court dates to make sure. April the 9th. We might not see this guy after April the 9th anymore for like like a long few years. I unless if they're like, "Oh, yo, you know what? Let's give this guy all of these years, and if he acts good, which to be quite honest is impossible. Let's be real here. We'll let him off earlier or something. Which I really doubt that's gonna happen. Let's be real here. But yeah, he's not gonna have a fun time, I bet. Especially in a prison where it's just a full bunch of Koreans that probably might not even like him either, because who knows what the prisoners in Korea feel. Maybe they're probably more harsher, because who knows, maybe they might be patriotic, who knows. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I really, yeah, I don't really like to cover this stuff, but I just had to. Like, it's kind of a big W, because I don't like seeing these people. Like, I just don't like seeing these people. I'd rather go and watch my animal videos or something, or do something peaceful. But yeah, I am glad that finally this guy is going to get what he deserves, even though I believe that the sentencing is kind of lenient, light. I'd throw in more charges just because, like, hell, I'd throw a charge for his ugly face. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye, everybody.